Mr. Morrison's amendment and his, I don't have the first page in front of me. I'm looking at it.
You talking about the memorandum?
The one that was presented tonight that we were speaking to. It said that the developer was open to minor adjustments, maybe whatever those adjustments are, in the architect. So I do want to say that the developer was open to making changes. I recall the fact that Mr. Morrison put it out to Acoustics, and Acoustics was a firm that is experienced as a national company, and came back with some comments on architecture, including articulation and dormers or some change in the roof. To me, that's more something that when you're negotiating a contract like this, you would at least have elements of what the expectation of council was, that maybe we'd look at those things. And we didn't go very far with that. That's sort of an indicator of where we want to go to change the front facade. I thought when we first were starting to look at this, it was mostly, I think originally you changed at CDC, you had a garage door in the front, you changed it to the side. There are other elements that could possibly be adjusted and meet the approval of both parties, the developer and ourselves. So it would give the articulation you're looking for, maybe some kind of dormer look or whatever it is. The developer may say no to all this, but at least we've made it clear that that's the kind of adjustment we're looking for. That's what I mean. I'm not saying that I understand what all of those guidelines, but we can't put it back to Victorian times. It's not going to happen. In construction, things move ahead, and we do have an eclectic mix. We have a mix of new-looking buildings. It's not all from the past, 100 years ago. A lot of it, the downtown center, is fairly recent. So if we know what it is we're looking for, and I understood council to be talking about the front part of the building, that would make some adjustments that would be amenable to both parties. But now I'm not here, I don't know if I'm hearing this right, but that's, as far as I'm concerned, that would be a huge step forward to what we're talking about. That we're saying these are the things we're looking for. I don't know if the rest of the council feels similarly. I'd like to hear from them.
Before you just turn off your mic, what do you think?
I think that if there were some adjustments made that to the roof, to the look of the facade, the articulation as expressed in the acoustics report, that would go a long way to assuage the feelings of people. If it met, and the rest of it is all going to be new, that happens. Look at Railtown. It has a look of old, but it isn't at all. It's all new building. And I think that's what's happening today. To meet the kind of building code and the kind of progressive green building that it is, it's going to have to be modern. It's going to have to be up to date.
Okay. Councilor Spartan?
I'm glad you brought up Railtown, and especially in that way, in that manner of Railtown is a new building that is trying to look old.
Yeah.
And I think Railtown, I don't think I'd be far out on a limb to say that Railtown is the most hated building in Wolfville. So I don't think we should ask for any building to take any kind of design direction from Railtown.
I'm not saying.
So I don't think we should ask for a new building to look old. In fact, going to the architectural guidelines for the downtown area, 3.3, respecting diversity, one of them is, yes, most should remain authentic to their own form and not seek to intimidate other styles and genres which are inappropriate to the period or method of construction. We shouldn't have an old-looking building here.
Read the rest.
That's what,
Yeah, read the rest, don't take it out of context.
New structures should blend in and reinforce the existing architecture and street fabric. I think this one does. I think there's a case that can be, it certainly doesn't match the church across the street, but I think it punctuates, and I think it fits in with the 3 buildings beside it. And it is definitely larger than the others. It definitely looks different than the others. But I don't think it is out of the rhythm. All of these documents speak of the rhythm of the streetscape, and I think that this building fits in with the rhythm of the streetscape. To go with a musical metaphor, it is certainly a crescendo, but it is not a dramatic blast from out of nowhere. This is and in terms of downtown area, we have all mix of buildings in the downtown, and even the really ugly ones, of which we have a couple, are not a complete disaster for our downtown area. And